It's a Bespin guard.
Halt, strangers. Take us to Lando Calrissian. Follow me.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
I'm Lando. Who's there? Han Solo on a mission with a rebel soldier. What's your mission? We're fighting the Empire, and we need your help.
Han Solo, Rebel Soldier, Lando Calrissian, and Bespin Guard, each sold separately. From Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. New from Kenner.
So if you don't know already, Star Wars is known for their action figures, which is why, if you hadn't noticed, there's been a lot of action figures, especially for Empire Strikes Back, especially since that was the one that really emphasized their action figures. So you saw like Lando Calrissian, Han Solo in his outfit that he wore in Cloud City, the Rebel Soldier, the Bespin guard or whatever. I mean, like, they have a bunch of different characters. So it's interesting. It's obviously there's a lot of like these scenes with kids like acting out moments, and if you haven't already noticed, like all these so far have been toy commercials, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just something to note if you're wondering. Like, yes, a lot of these do so far seem to be mainly that kind of a commercial, but I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning behind that was, but that was what they decided to do. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some places, and I'm surprised that I haven't seen some playsets yet or any unique figures that were kind of funny yet. But, it's fine. It's perfectly fine, and it's logical. And, this was back in the late 70s, so, it is what it is, and it's Star Wars, so, yeah.
An all-terrain walker. It's invaded Hoth.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. New Hoth ice planet that you put together. You can make the elevator go up or down.
Halt!
New Imperial Stormtrooper, Rebel Soldier, and Han Solo action figures each sold separately.
Get him, Han.
When you push the action lever, Stormtrooper falls.
Now's my chance to sneak in. I'll cover you with the radar laser cannon.
Hoth Ice Planet from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Okay. So I guess that's a Hoth Ice Planet playset thing or something like that. It's weird. It's supposed to be like the AT-AT, but it's like the upper part of its body plus like half of its legs, and it's like its legs are like molded into the background. I mean, I'm not really happy about that. Like, you get a real AT-AT. Don't do that. Like, I get the whole entire playset functionality and like trying to introduce that, and also have like the Imperial Stormtroopers and all that, and that's cool. Like, I love these Imperial Stormtroopers and the fact that they actually had those figures, and just in general they're really cool looking. But they could do a lot better than have like just a lower body. Like, give us a real AT-AT. Don't give us a something that's kind of like made into the background as a play function. I mean, I get it, but it's not even like a good looking version of it. Like, if they made it better looking and more detailed or just better scaled, then I'd be like, okay. Like, I wouldn't be overly happy. I wouldn't be overjoyed, but I wouldn't be like upset or like this. So yeah, it could be better. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's keep going.
We gotta knock out the commandos. Come on.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Imperial attack base that you put together.
Stormtroopers behind that gun.
Chewbacca, Han Solo, and Imperial Stormtrooper action figures each sold separately. You can press the ice levers to pretend the mine explodes.
You okay?
Yeah!
And make the bridge fall.
That was close. Commandos in sight. Fire! Nice job.
Imperial attack base from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately. From Kenner.
So again, we're on the planet Hoth. This was the Imperial attack base, which is interesting. It has like the cannons, it has like the mine shaft, it can fall over. Like there's definitely some play functionality there. There's definitely some stuff that like there's incentive. There's reason to actually want to buy figures from them, and you see Han, you see the Imperial Stormtrooper, you see Chewbacca. I think that is again. It's like, this is playsets, but like, the playset functionality, I feel like it's there, but it's different. It's fine, but it's not like overly emphasized like A New Hope was. And I think that New Hope really had a good structure. Like, it really went well, and it really worked out really, really well, and it was done up really well. That's my opinion. Personally, that's how I feel, and I think that this is okay. I think it's like a bigger emphasis on the action figures than the actual playsets, at least so far. So let's keep going, guys, because I'm personally curious to see what else they got. Because I would love to see some cool figures that are not necessarily just playset. They're not necessarily just action figures. I want to see some playsets that are actually decent.
Activate meditation chamber.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, Darth Vader's Star Destroyer that you put together. Batteries not included.
Darth Vader's stronger now. He's got Luke.
Luke Skywalker. Action figures each sold separately. You can slide the viewing screen, turn Darth on the command bridge, and make Luke escape through the hidden hatch.
Test the laser cannon. We gotta find Luke. Come on.
Darth Vader's Star Destroyer from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
So that was pretty cool. That was the Darth Vader Star Destroyer. I really liked like all the functionalities with like the lasers and, you know, pulling up the latch and all that. Like, it looks really, really nice, and it has just enough detail. Obviously, the paint detailing is not necessarily the most overemphasized thing, but it's enough. It's a good amount. You know, I like the overall look of things, and I think that it's a nice looking figure. So I mean, I'm not figure, kind of playset, which it's pretty simple. It has an escape area for Luke. You know, you can fit like a bunch of figures in there, and you know, there's definitely a good scene set up. You know, it's pretty cool. Not too much, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's okay, guys. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. So let's keep going.
TIE fighter attack. Sound battle alert.
It's Millennium Falcon. You have to put it together. And an Imperial TIE fighter. Batteries for each not included.
Fire lasers. Secure the ship. Let's get out of here.
Ships and Han Solo action figure all sold separately.
He's on my tail. Hang on. Uh-oh. He hit an asteroid. Got him. Yeah.
Imperial TIE fighter, Millennium Falcon, and action figure all sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
So then we got the Imperial TIE Fighter and the Millennium Falcon, which is awesome. The Millennium Falcon looks really, really, really nice. Like, it's a really big size figure and like, I mean, toy ship, which is very, very popular, and it did super well in sales, I'll tell you that much. And the Imperial TIE Fighter, I'm sure, did very well. I mean, who doesn't want an Imperial TIE Fighter, and who doesn't want a Millennium Falcon? I mean, yeah. The Millennium Falcon's really awesome. Now, definitely has a lot of functionality, and the batteries are actually very important because they do. I know that both of those actually have a lot of different sound functionalities. Though the TIE Fighter ones are a lot more annoying than the Millennium Falcons, but that actually makes sense. You know, it's a cool looking ship, the Millennium Falcon, and the TIE Fighter looks really nice, and it does have the detachable you know, wings, which is typical for the TIE Fighters, because almost all TIE Fighters typically have that ability to like have the two sides like clip off and then fall. Like that's actually a very common thing if you've ever seen the TIE Fighters in the past. Like, that's always how they look. It's always been a common thing that you're just able to remove them and not have them stuck in that position. So yeah. And it's also supposed to show like, oh, battle damage, like, oh, it crashed or it broke or something like that. You get the idea. So yeah. Let's keep going.